Hello everybody and welcome to this video. We are going to be doing a quick tutorial on two different styles of embroidered eyes. So let's get straight in. We are going to do a sleepy eye on this toy. So grab whatever it is you're working on and your black yarn. Thread your needle and then go in, and I do this eye in line with the beak. For this particular eye, I go 3 or 4 rows because I want it to arch quite nicely here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go into that 5th one behind it. Again, right in line with there. And before pulling it all the way through, I take this end that we started our eye with and I wrap it around my hook 15 to 20 times depending on how big the space is. And then I pull that through, making sure I get all of those twists off. Right. And that just gives it a nice thicker look. If you can see that some of them are a bit loose, you can twist it to make them tighter, to make those twists sit a bit better. And this also helps with shaping it, because when you put your yarn over to create the shape, they sit within those lines. Okay, pull that nice and tight so it all sits nice and flat. And again, you're going to go into that back stitch and you're going to go up as high as you want your arch to go in the middle of that line. Pull that yarn through again. Nice and tight, and then we're going to go under there. And pull that up. So you can leave it like that and have the little triangle eyes, or you can go in and go down here and pull that through. And do the same again, going underneath that line of stitches. Pull that through. And then do one more on the back of this, and that just brings you a little closer to where that tail's hanging out. And then do the same again under that row of stitches, pull it through, and tuck it back into the same stitch and out the same hole as you went in to start the eye. If you're going to go and do the other side, you can just go straight through and work both eyes at the same time. But as you can see, it gives a nice arch, and then you just tie your strings off, cut them, and hide that tail. You can use your needle to help you get those to sit a little nicer if you need to. But there you have it. There is the sleepy eye done. They're perfect for these sleepy bird patterns. But let's jump straight onto the next style of eye that I use. And I will use the turtle here to show how to do this design. So you're going to need to figure out whereabouts you want to place your eye. I tend to go between the fins and the top of the shell. So again, find a space to go in and find the top of where you want your eye to be. And pull that through so you've got a little bit of tail still hanging out at the bottom so that you've got something to tie off with. And you're going to go down as big as you want your eye to be and straight back out that same stitch. And you're going to do that as many times as you need, trying to get your yarn to sit either side. It tends to be between 5 and 8 times that you've got to do this to get the right size. And again, if you need to change where a stitch is laying, you can use your needle to help move those. Just keep going until it's the size that you want it to be. Obviously, bigger eyes are going to need more stitches on them because you've got to make more width for the height. But they look very, very cute still. And with this one, you also have the option of adding eyelashes and things like that. So as you can see, that's quite a nice size now. And if you wanted to add eyelashes, you can move over, around, and then take it out the same space as you went in and pull that through there. And as you can see, it just gives a nice little eye shape. But if you want to take it one step further and make it look even cuter, you can also add in some whites to the eyes. So you're going to come and start at the top of this eye again. I'm going to go in from the top this time though. And find the top of your eye. Again, leaving the tail so that you can secure your ends in a minute. All the way around and in at the bottom. Making sure that it's to the side at the back of the eye. And then pull that nice and tight. And that just adds a little dimension to that eye. But then you can also go down into the middle of your eye. Find the stitch to go in. It can take a little bit of work to find it. And then come out of the same stitch that you went into to start off with. And what that will do is it will just create a really cute little glisten for your eyes. And same thing again, we're just going to chop that off and secure the ends. Hide our tails, and that's the eyes done. So give me 2 seconds, I will just tie these off quick. And again, if any of your stitches have moved when you're tying them off, you can go in with your yarn needle and just give them a little bit of a pull so that they sit a little nicer. But there you have it. Those are my 2 go-to embroidery eyes for my plushies. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see any other embroidery hacks or tips for your plushies. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.